Previously on Maverick Hunter Daniel. But how can anybody be assured that this Lint 41 will actually sound like a real Lint 41? Oh, would you look at that? The Lint 41 has been released. Might as well find out what it sounds like in Train Simulator. I'm not expecting much, if anything, but the sounds can't be that bad.
Not so bad.
Oh dear, now I have to play teacher again. So you've used the Class 180 sounds, which were recorded from a 180 poorly, on the Class 175 and now the BR648. Now it's bad enough reusing the sounds on the 175 because the engines that the Class 175 uses are Cummins N-Series engines, opposed to the Class 180's QSK-19 engines. However, the Corradier Lint, or BR648, whatever you want to call them, they don't have Cummins engines. No. They have MTUs. Not only do they have completely different engines, but they also sound completely different, as I've shown in the video. The engine sounds aren't the only problem with this train, there are other issues as well, some of them going even as far as insulting the intelligence of their players, and showing the amazingness that is their quality assurance and quality control team. To start off with, the CIFA pedal makes no sound when you press it. How this slipped past quality control, I don't know. Also, as you can see here, this is a headlight switch. Well, according to Dovetail it is, but let's just quickly look up what Tour Wow actually means. Whoops, it doesn't mean the same thing, it means something completely different. The switch is used to let the driver decide which side the doors will open from, either left hand side, right hand side, or both sides, you get the idea. Let's quietly ignore the fact that the rail traction BR648 has this feature fully implemented. Now Dovetail, either your developers knew about this or they didn't. If they didn't know about this, then that's careless, and they should be more mindful next time, whenever they make a train with a similar feature like the BR644, if I'm not mistaken. If they did know this, and you deliberately didn't implement this feature, and just kind of use the excuse of, most of our players are English speakers anyway, so they're not gonna know, well, you're kind of, insulting our intelligence, and just lying in order to cut corners. Disrespecting the source material, and misleading, by the way. But hey, at least you're making money, which means it's perfectly fair and balanced to do this. Right?
I have earned more money than the Queen. I can't be arsed.
The doors and the retractable step open up way too fast, which is a trait shared by the Class 175, which you released a while ago. I mean, look at a real BR648, the doors open nowhere near as fast. Take a look at how many amps are being generated as I accelerate, and even more as I brake, nearly reaching minus 1500 amps. Wow, you could probably power half of Middlesbrough with that amount of energy. Well, there's a bit of a problem there. For a BR648 to do that is, well, theoretically impossible because, I'll just come closer. The reason why that's impossible is because the BR648 is not a diesel electric! If I'm not mistaken, it's a diesel mechanical. It doesn't have any electric motors powering the wheels, it sends all the power directly to the wheels via a torque converter and a gearbox. So, Dovetail, may I ask, why is it generating any amps? Let alone minus 1500 as near as makes no difference under braking? Well, if that's not an inaccurate representation, I don't know what is. What kind of shocks me is that I'm able to research most of this information from sources that are freely available. I didn't find out that the BR648 was a diesel mechanical from, let's say, using a Tor browser on a hidden onion website or something or other. No. I found that information from Wikipedia. I can be bothered to do the research that you developers can't be bothered to do. And I'm not even getting paid to do any of these videos. I do them to kind of warn people in a way, to warn people about, don't buy this add-on because it's crap. And it's not just crap because I want to upset a few people. I'm going to list out the reasons why it's crap. Going quickly back to the Lint 41, it's bad enough that it doesn't have any other variants of the Carradier Lint family or any other liveries for the reskin, but for it to be just made with almost no care whatsoever. Well, what else can I say apart from I expected nothing, yet I'm still let down by incompetence at the end of the day. Nothing short of incompetence and the mindset of it doesn't matter how bad we make these trains, the kids will buy it anyway because career scenarios and workshop scenarios. There, problem solved. Well, it's not problem solved. The sounds are a very critical part of a train, because so many different trains sound different and unique in a whole plethora of ways. And you just disregard that, copy and paste the sounds over and over again, most times with little to no improvements. Well, it just kills it. So yeah, this train is bad. On my scale, it would go on, in fact no, it wouldn't even go on bad, it's just absolute rubbish. Do not buy this train. Just stay away from it. And I think we can end on a sort of Top Gear top tip. If you want a unique German diesel multiple unit that has realistic sounds and has nice innovation for Train Simulator, get on your knees and beg virtual railroads to make a BR644. Thank you very much for listening. The video has now ended. Man, this train sucks!
Bonus ducks!
No, you're actually talking bollocks. The BR648 doesn't even change gear!